This is a conversation happened in the tiny kingdom of Bhutan. It is a landlocked country in South Asia at the eastern end of the Himalayas, bordered by Nepal, Bangladesh, China, and India. Despite being a hilly country, flatlands and plain can be found in the southern region. Apart from that, 72% of the land and forest area, while the northern Bhutan is always covered by ice. Rainfall is unevenly distributed geographically in the kingdom. Having subtropical climate, southern area has a high rainfall exceeding 2,000 mm annually. In contrast, rainfall is scarce in the northern region. Therefore, flooding and drought are constant problems for the 80% of Bhutan people who engage in agricultural-related industry. In 2012, the GDP per capita is $2,420 and it was claimed to be the most happiness country around the world. Today, the Bhutan's representative attending COP21 came back to the country. The king just came back after a meeting with them. Ridiculous! Why do we have to take this kind of consequences?
My honorable king, don't be angry, please.
We are now experiencing the consequences of climate change. Weather is becoming more extreme. The increasing temperature will cause the bacteria and mosquitoes to become more active. Vector-borne disease like diarrhea may eventually become endemic in our host country, causing damage to our tourism activity.
Not only that, the increased temperature caused the melting of ice extent, which leads to the rise of water level, eventually causing frequent occurrence of flooding. The occurring of extreme weather may also cause drought in some regions, destroying our valuable agricultural industry. Poor hygiene, shortage of food, and so people will face malnutrition and diseases. What is more, the increased risk of having respiratory diseases because of air pollution problem is still alarming.
How could this happen? Haven't us done so many things in combating climate change and pollution problems? We use less polluting hydroelectric power instead of burning fossil fuels, limiting the scale of deforestation and industrial development. Why do we still face these harmful consequences?
Calm down, my honorable king. It is true that our country has contributed much in combating climate change and pollution. For example, our kingdom is one of the parties to the Convention and Observer State of the United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change. We are also placed as an inspiration and role model for the world on how economies and different countries can address climate change while at the same time improving the life of the citizen. Nonetheless, climate change and pollution are cross-border issues and cannot be solved solely by our efforts.
Why are you saying these cross-border issues?
It is because the air pollutants actually come from our neighboring countries. India and Bangladesh are highly industrialized countries, emitting a lot of air pollutants like sulfur dioxide and particulates. The air pollutants are then brought to our kingdom by the northwest monsoon, blowing in the summer, forming our air pollution problem.
Oh, I see. But why can't we escape from the consequences of climate change?
The deep-root reason for climate change is the intensification of greenhouse effect, caused by the accumulation of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide. All human activities contribute to the accumulation of greenhouse gases. Evidence proved that burning fossil fuels and large-scale deforestation are major reasons behind global warming. Although our kingdom has very low carbon dioxide emitted, many other countries still have high carbon dioxide emission. This all contribute to the intensify of greenhouse effect, causing global warming. And that's why I say it is an international issue, as solving it requires the effort of nations all around the world.
That is so unfair to us. As a tiny kingdom, we have little right to speak on international conference. Even though we tried our best in preventing the worsening of climate change and pollution problem, we still suffer from the consequences. How can we get out of this dilemma?
My honorable king, I think the most important work at this moment is to alleviate the health consequences brought to our citizens by these two problems.
Oh, that's right. Do you have any idea?
Yes, of course. I and my colleague have come up with a plan called National Health Policy. As increased temperature makes the vector become active, we suggest paying more attention to vector-borne diseases such as malaria and dengue fever. In the past few years, we have done large-scale spraying of pesticide for at least twice a year, as well as doing artemisinin-based combination therapy. These jobs were very effective by lowering the morbidity and mortality due to malaria significantly. In the future, we are equipping the Public Health Laboratory and the Center for Tropical and Zoonotic Diseases with technical backup and scientific evidence to facilitate the prevention and control of infectious disease with public health significance.
So, what else are you going to raise the health condition?
We think raising public awareness of potential adverse effects of environmental pollution and contamination is essential. Then they will stop causing damage to the environment because of the fear towards potential harm. Besides, improving the hygiene condition is also important since good hygiene is a good capstone of good health.
Yes, I totally agree with you. At the moment, the hygiene condition is not satisfactory in two aspects. First, we lack a proper waste treatment system, and secondly, not 100% of our citizens has access to clean drinking water because of insufficient water supply system. We suggest speeding up the building of this infrastructure to improve the living environment.
Hopefully, the health condition within the kingdom can be improved after that.
In addition, we have set up the surveillance board for monitoring the condition of tuberculosis, malaria, and dengue fever, which are the three main infectious diseases within the kingdom. We have joined the global pilot project by WHO to get a better information and surveillance towards the health risks caused by climate change. We are now training more healthcare professionals to support the huge demand of healthcare services and increasing the understanding on vector-borne diseases. For example, subsidizing them to study overseas. So far, the public health expenditure alone, excluding the private health spending, costs 3.6% of our GDP. Ultimately, we hope to build a healthy and happy nation with the professional public health system in order to attain the highest standard of health.
Good job. So how about you, Minister of Agriculture and Forests?
Yes, my honorable king. Although our effort in relieving global climate change is not significant, we will continue with it to show our sincerity in taking responsibility in the global issue. Our aims to achieve carbon neutral has never changed. During the COP21 conference, we have also signed a climate declaration with European Union to commit that we are going to maintain at least 60% of forest coverage within our kingdom. The EU promised to complete the Paris Agreement by reducing the domestic greenhouse gas emission by 40% before 2013. Financial aid is also provided for us to develop renewable natural resources and improve rural health conditions.
Good. By the way, do you face any challenges in her health status, the Minister of Health?
Well, my honorable king, the challenges for now are lacking money and healthcare professionals to operate the health services within the kingdom. We suggest building more hospitals and increasing the number of healthcare workers to fulfill the need. Hopefully, we could seek help from the developed nation for that.
My honorable king, I believe we have done our best to protect the environment. In the future, we will continue protecting the environment and promoting environmental-friendly living style within our kingdom. On the other hand, we will try our best to encourage other nations to stop polluting the environment and fight for our best interests in the international conference. Hopefully, the condition of climate change will be improved in the future.
I hope so. Let's see what will happen in the future.